Have you ever wondered what Einstein, Elon Musk, or people with an IQ above 140 actually do differently every single day? It's not magic. It comes down to 10 habits, small, almost invisible habits that quietly rewire the way their brain works. Today, we're going to break down all 10 of them, one by one, and by the end, you might just recognize a few of these in yourself. Welcome back to Mindveil Psychology. If you want to sharpen your thinking, upgrade your mind, and take your life to the next level, make sure you're subscribed, because every video here is backed by real science and psychology that can genuinely change how you think. Let's get straight into habit number one. Habit number one: they don't take things at face value. High IQ people naturally ask questions like, "Why is this true?" or "Where's the proof?" They don't accept something just because everyone else believes it. Research from Cambridge and the Spanish National Research Council shows that curiosity and independent thinking are directly linked to cognitive performance. These people test arguments, look for the logic behind decisions, and question assumptions most of us walk right past. Next time someone tells you something, pause and ask yourself, is this actually true? That single habit is the first step toward thinking smarter. Habit number two: they don't need approval to feel confident. High IQ people carry a strong internal compass. They set their own standards instead of relying on praise or validation from others. This is exactly what allows them to stay focused on long-term goals, even when progress is painfully slow or rewards are nowhere in sight. That same emotional independence is what helps them tolerate frustration and keep going when everyone else gives up. Habit number three: they think before they speak. You've probably noticed that some people react instantly while others pause, think, and then respond. That pause isn't shyness, it's mental editing. Research shows highly intelligent people often verbalize their thoughts internally before saying anything out loud, which is exactly why their words tend to land harder. They can sit with a single idea for hours, sometimes days, long after everyone else has moved on. And that patience is what leads them to deeper, sharper conclusions. Habit number four: they value being right less than being accurate. High IQ people update their beliefs the moment new evidence appears, even if that means admitting they were wrong. To outsiders, this can look inconsistent, but it's actually a commitment to truth over ego. Psychologist David Dunning, who co-discovered the famous Dunning-Kruger effect, explains that all of us are somewhat blind to our own ignorance. We tend to think we know more than we actually do. High IQ people accept that their own knowledge has limits, and that's exactly what keeps them learning for life. Habit number five: their brain is constantly hunting for patterns. In behavior, in conversations, in raw data. High IQ people spot connections that most people simply miss. This is why they can often predict outcomes before they even happen. It's not intuition, it's pattern sensitivity. This same skill fuels creative problem solving. A conversation about relationships might suddenly remind them of something from history or science. Those unexpected connections aren't random. They're a sign of deep associative intelligence at work. Habit number six: they're comfortable being alone. High IQ people don't avoid solitude, they seek it out. Time alone gives their brain the space to think deeply and process information without distraction. This isn't social anxiety, it's a deliberate choice, a way to organize their thoughts on their own terms. Habit number seven: they talk to themselves. It sounds strange, but psychologists Gary Lupien and Daniel Swigley found that talking out loud to yourself actually boosts memory and sharpens focus. When high IQ people tackle a difficult task, they often guide themselves through it mentally, or sometimes even out loud. It's a simple trick that helps the brain organize complex information step by step. Habit number eight: many of them are night owls. A study published in BMJ Public Health found that people who lean toward eveningness, meaning they're naturally more active at night, actually score better on cognitive tests than early risers. Lead researcher Dr. Raha West explains that the quiet of night gives the brain more room to process without interruption. That's exactly why so many brilliant minds do their best thinking well after everyone else has gone to sleep. Habit number 9. They daydream, and that's actually a strength, not a weakness. Research from Georgia Tech psychology professor Eric Schumacher shows that people with more efficient brains often have extra mental capacity, which causes their minds to naturally wander. Psychologist Annalisa Cohen adds that daydreaming makes people more flexible, open, and creative thinkers. So the next time you catch yourself zoning out in a meeting, don't feel bad about it. Your brain might just be quietly creating something new. Habit number 10. They think about their own thinking. This might be the most powerful habit of all, self-awareness. According to a group of psychologists based in Australia, self-awareness is one of the clearest signs of high intelligence. High IQ people understand their own biases, their strengths, and the areas where they still need to grow. They stay open to new experiences and constantly try to understand themselves better. And despite everything they know, they stay humble. They don't show off their intelligence, they lift others up instead. So, there you have it. The 10 habits that set high IQ people apart: critical thinking, emotional independence, reflective thinking, intellectual humility, pattern recognition, embracing solitude, self-talk, unconventional sleep schedules, daydreaming, and, most importantly, deep self-awareness. And here's the thing to remember: IQ isn't purely genetic. These habits can actually be practiced and built over time. If you recognized any of these habits in yourself, drop the number in the comments below. I'd love to know which ones. And if this video added value to you, hit like, share it with someone who'd appreciate it, and subscribe to Mindveil Psychology so we can keep bringing you mind-expanding, science-backed content like this. See you in the next video. Until then, stay sharp.